Elon Musk, a multi-billionaire and the richest man in the world, recently surpassing Jeff Bezos for the number one position at a net worth of $270 billion. Founder of Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and The Boring Company, Musk continues to pioneer the future of technology, transportation, and even bridging the gap between humans and computers. His latest business venture? To acquire Twitter, all $46.5 billion of it. On Thursday, April 14th, Musk proposed this offer to the tech giant to purchase the entirety of its shares and take the company private. Since then, however, there has been little real action from Twitter, with the company releasing a statement on Thursday saying the board has received Musk's proposal and, quote, is committed to conducting a careful, comprehensive, and deliberate review to determine the course of action that it believes is in the best interest of the company and all Twitter stockholders. But just why does the world's richest man, who already had several companies of his own, want to buy Twitter? Let's hear from the man himself, who took to the stage for a TED Talk just a day after his initial offer to purchase the company, to answer this burning question.
I think it's very important for there to be an inclusive arena for free speech, where all, Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square. It's just really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law. So one of the things that I believe Twitter should do is open source the algorithm and make any changes to people's tweets. If they're emphasized or de-emphasized, that action should be made apparent so anyone can see that action has been taken. So there's no sort of behind-the-scenes manipulation, either algorithmically or manually.
Evidently, Elon Musk cares little about the economics of acquiring Twitter, but rather its potential to be a forum, free from censorship, for the public to exercise their free speech. He calls himself a free speech absolutist, an ideal that has received enormous praise from the right, and even some Twitter executives who support greater transparency of the platform. Many have also commended Musk for his goal to publicize Twitter's algorithm used to rank content and to eliminate the gray area under which many tweets are taken down. Some public response to this hasn't been so positive, though. Most notably was that of former President Obama, who, according to ABC6, quote, joined the national conversation over free speech Thursday, arguing that the First Amendment shouldn't apply to social media companies. Contrary to Musk's stance on this issue, Obama called for further regulation to combat online misinformation, particularly on social media platforms, highlighting the pandemic and other global issues that were politicized and subject to immense debate and opinions. He commented that, quote, people are dying because of misinformation. The First Amendment is a check on the power of the state. It doesn't apply to private companies like Facebook or Twitter any more than it applies to editorial decisions made by the New York Times or Fox News. So why is this issue of social media free speech so important? Because it impacts us every day, whether we know it or not. From the things we view on social media on a daily basis, to the potentially harmful things that may be withheld. And as time goes on, it appears to be increasingly more difficult to define what content is actually harmful, and not just in the gray area between permissible and censorable. And as for the future of Twitter and Elon Musk, there's no telling what the outcome might be. But one thing's for sure, the future of civilization and much of social media regulation will be in the hands of the world's richest man if things go in his favor.